These days, the Synod of Bishops is meeting in Rome, advising Pope Francis on important issues in the church, specifically on marriage and families. And the Synod has been remarkably open. There have been disagreements and very strong statements pro and con certain issues. A very healthy sign for the church. In today's first reading, again in Rome, there was a lot of questions and a lot of disagreements. And as Pope Francis is listening and guiding the Synod, so St. Paul was listening and guiding the church in early Rome. He wanted to hear how the church should adapt and teach in the first century of its life. Just as Pope Francis wants to hear and challenge and find ways to speak and to strengthen and support families in marriage in our time. There are a lot of disagreements, but one thing is clear. Before every session, they pray and ask for the guidance of the Holy Spirit. And after every session, they thank God for the gift of their faith. And how important that is. All of us need to change. All of us need to keep learning. All of us have to be willing to go outside of our comfort zone. That's why the Lord gets so upset with the Pharisees, because they can't listen. They have all the answers. They feel that they know everything, and who can teach them? All of us have to continue learning, listening, letting the Holy Spirit lead us and guide us. So I invite you to join me in continuing to pray each day for all of the bishops and the theologians who are gathered in Rome to reflect on the family and to help the church to help families. And as St. Paul did in the early church, the Holy Spirit will guide Pope Francis to help us not only to strengthen families, but to strengthen our church, to help us to continue to learn the works of the Lord so that we can speak the words of the Lord more clearly, bringing Christ's message to our world as St. Paul brought it to his.